Day, good to see you again.
Hi, how are you?
The baby of the industry. I had to call it the baby of the industry because I recall that everybody calls you the baby of the industry. By the way, how came about that?
Actually, probably because I joined the industry very early and I was very small when I came in. So, you know, everyone's like, oh, look at this small girl. How's she doing? But,
Yeah, you came in as a petroleum engineer at that early
yes.
age.
Yeah, I came in. My background is petroleum engineering.
Oh, really? And I know recently you took on job roles as a petroleum and gas engineer. Tell us about your sojourn from and how has it been so far?
Oh, yeah, thank you. So, I started my career with Schlumberger
Oh, great.
as a drilling engineer. I actually started as an intern, actually. So I interned in the drilling engineering center with, I had excellent bosses and they helped me to transition into the woman I am today. And then afterwards, I was with PDL and, directional drilling. And I just kept enjoying drilling. And then at some point, I said, okay, let me see what production has for me. So I transitioned into Elcrest exploration and production, which is now Seplat now.
Yes.
Yes. So and I was a production engineer there as well. And I actually served there also. So it was yes, it was definitely one of my major breakthroughs for me and I learned a lot.
So it will be said that you've had quite a rewarding career as a young person, knowing that you started off pretty early and now you. But then I'm quite fascinated about your resume because not too many people, have I heard, said they were petroleum and gas engineer. So which means you're not just relevant for the day, you're also relevant for the future.
Thank you. I actually mastered in petroleum and gas engineering.
Impressive, impressive. And that's also why I'm curious to ask you. The title or the theme of this conference is Revitalizing the Industry, looking at future fuels and energy transition. World over, there is the conversation around energy transition. The West wants everyone else to join in transition. But Africa is crying foul. How dare you say that? We aren't secure energy wise. And you want us to transition to what? To EVs or what? But then there is also that part of government policy direction where they had to declare 2021 through 2030 as decade of gas, which is also opening opportunity for the industry to explore the potential of gas to power the economy and all of those. So how do you think that the industry can cash in on that and how do we jumpstart our economy taking advantage of that policy, speaking from the technical point of view?
Okay, so I believe okay, I would like to start with how far have we come in are we truly ready for this transition, right? But for me, these policies will actually help us. It will help the industry because we've been having environmental issues. People have been talking about the adverse environmental impact.
Yes, that's
And we've been looking for, the R&Ds have been researching how can we get cleaner energy, cleaner energy. So for me, from speaking from a technical part, because I don't want to bore you with our technical,
right.
details and all that.
Don't bore my audience.
Yeah, so I think the policy is actually gonna help us get there. But the issue now is we do not have what it takes to get there,
Okay,
which is what we need to work on now.
right, which leads me to the next question now. Do you think that we have the manpower, the technical knowledge required and necessary for that transitioning? Or maybe to explore other aspects of renewables and energy opportunities?
Do we have the manpower? We have the capacity, but as we speak right now, due to a lot of factors, most people will even have the capacity and they don't have what it takes to help them. I mean, improve their capacity. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. What I mean is, for example, we have R&Ds. Yes, and we don't have an enabling funding. I was trying not to go direct. Yeah. So we don't have the funding to, get this started. So we need to employ the government, key key authorities to look into this and believe in it. We need to get them to trust us. Trust this is what maybe the R&D is proposing this. And I don't know if you're aware, there are a lot of innovations coming up.
Yes, the CNG technology, all of
Exactly. So we need
that's an area. Sorry to jump in, really. As a petroleum and gas engineer, really, I think it would be really important that you educate us how that CNG technology thing works, because I see that it's a new block, a new baby in the block, and everybody's talking about CNG, CNG.
for every innovation, there's a disadvantage. Let me give you an example. In the drilling sector, you know, before we used to use base oil, and now, like before we could accept synthetic oil as a drilling mud base, like I mean, it took a lot. It took a lot. A lot of people saying there's still research going on. I'm talking about 15 years after, 25 years after, people are still researching. So, I mean, this new technology is something that we need to, first of all, study it very well, understand it. Most people talking about it, especially the gas engineers, because it's their field.
And that I say, how are you making this conversion?
Because they're passionate about it, right? It's something that they're passionate about, but they need to also help us to get abreast and also have a proper grip on it, and then we're able to run with it. Same thing takes me back to what I was trying to say earlier, that we need to get the key authorities to believe in our dreams, believe. It's like there's a saying that says, those who believe in the beauty of their dreams, they own the future, right? Exactly. So you need to get us to believe in it. We need to get those people to believe in what we're saying, that oh, gas is the future. Believe in it. But honestly, I don't think Nigeria we're there. But we will get there.
That's really well said. But then I think another area of interest for me and a lot of other people who are watching this now would be you're called the baby of the industry because you've been well mentored. A lot of people took interest in you as a young petroleum engineer. They had to invest their time mentoring you, educating you, guiding you, teaching you. But there isn't quite a lot of that no more, where a lot of young petroleum engineers, gas engineers, or even people in the industry are wishing and desiring that they found someone who could mentor them. Can you talk about the role of mentoring and the capacity improvement of young people in Africa?
For myself, when I got into industry, I was willing to learn. I mean, I was open to learning, and I made sure that I didn't lose focus of my goals, right? That's right. Yeah. But if you look at most of our Nigerian youths today, I mean, mentoring is very key, actually. I mean, because the truth is, if you're going to succeed in life, you need a mentor. That's right. In any area of expertise, if you're going to succeed in life, you need a mentor. You need, I mean, even in anything that's little. And that was what I knew. Back in school, I knew that I needed to have a mentor to succeed, to thrive in this industry. But our Nigerian youths today, I think they've lost focus of their goals. You know, you see a youth and you're trying to mentor the youth, but the youth is more interested in things that are artificial. I'm not condemning that. Yeah, sure. I'm not condemning that, but I'm saying they have misplaced priorities. So you as a mentor, you're looking, how am I going to help this child? How am I going to help this young woman become the woman in energy of tomorrow? But I mean, there's a saying that says, if you want to change a man, you need to change his mind first. So you need to change the mindset of that young person to be able to actually mentor the person. You know, so you won't blame most people who shy away from mentoring lately. Is because they have so much on their hand. My mentor, he used to be the vice president of Shell. Wow. Yeah, Osayande Igion. But right now, he's now the CEO of Hares Oil and Gas. Yeah. I must say he's been very instrumental in my life, especially regarding regarding mentorship. Yeah, my career growth, because right from when I was young, he used to he's a very busy person. So the little time he creates, he believes in what they call adding value. Wherever you find yourself, you need to learn to create value. I mean, a mentor would see you and he will identify your potentials. That's right. So if you're in a space where there are a lot of opportunities and you're not even they're unable to see your potentials. You know, your potentials is not something you need to come and start talking. I have potentials. They see it. They see your passion. So I mean, I'm not my mentor's only mentee, and again, what made me actually believe so much in him is because this he's a very determined person. Whatever he puts his hand into, he succeeds, and I've seen him rise in his
Yeah,
career,
in his career.
and I mean, it's something that I admire. And I said to myself, I think I'm just in the right space, but I need to be focused.
Let's talk about women in energy. Do you
Yeah.
think there are a lot of women, or there are enough women in the energy sector? And if you think there are not many, what do you think we can do as industry to trigger more women participation and involvement in STEM programs?
Yeah, I think I'm interested in this a lot.
Yeah, I know you're
Yes. So women, yeah, we do not have enough women in energy. In energy, for example, I would like to commend my colleague. She's a senior colleague of mine, and she's someone I respect so much. She happens to be the first African regional director in the Society of Petroleum Engineers. Her name is Agogo Effiam. Yeah, you know her very good for sure. Yeah, and Agogo started like me as well. Like I mean, I started like Agogo. That's the right word. Yeah, because
Way ahead of you.
she's way ahead of me exactly. And I mean, she's shown in so many ways to say, whatever a man can do, a woman can do. I don't like to use the word better, but a woman can do. You know, so do we have enough women in energy? No, we don't. Do we have sufficient women there? Yes, we do. Now, what can we do to bring more women on board, right? Yes, so we need to create a room that's very comfortable for them in terms of, you know, don't forget in our society today, we still have patriarchy, yeah? And I don't belong to the feminist group, but I don't belong to that, but I'm just saying that a woman needs to feel comfortable enough in the room to speak.
For closing, if you had any statement to make to industry, a call, petition, or request, what would it be?
Okay, if I do have a question, anything to say, yeah, I would say, first of all, I need to commend the Honorable Minister because
Great.
he actually believes in he believes in the woman and he believes in the youth.
Yeah.
So I would like the industry to thread the path of the Honorable Minister in making sure that everyone's voice
Gender
is heard,
mainstreaming.
you know, and also, yeah, you just said it all. And then also, I would also like to say that we should do more on mentoring because the truth is, we're transitioning, right? As everyone is growing, we need the younger ones to also come up. We see that a lot of youths, I'm sorry I need to emphasize on this, a lot of youths have lost total focus, misplaced priorities. So we need to find a way to get them back in, get something to attract them back in, and then so that we can have what they call posterity's sake. You know, for posterity, we need to make sure that everyone is also flowing in our direction.
Okay, I always ask people a question that is completely unrelated to what we're speaking about. And I'm poised to ask you, if you were the first female president of Nigeria, what would you do differently?
I will give the youths a voice, and I would like to strike a gender balance. You know, and because I strongly believe in Nigeria a lot. I mean, I always tell people that when I'm abroad, I'm always itchy to come back home because Nigeria has a lot of potentials that we have not tapped from. You know, so I mean, I would like to actually I'll pay more closer attention. I know it's not easy because you have a lot on your table, but I'll pay closer attention to actually the youths because I mean the future belongs to the youths. So I'll pay closer attention to them. That's if I'm not the youth president. Or if I'm not a president at my prime.
That's right. Thank you so much
Yes.
for obliging us time
Thank you.
on the Energy Report platform.